A big estate planning mistake parents make when choosing guardians for their minor kids is not giving clear instructions to your kids as guardians and caregivers on what to do if you're no longer around. Stick around and let's talk about why. Hey guys, Elliott Feldman here, estate planning attorney at the Elliott Feldman Law Group, where we create estate plans that actually work when your loved ones need it most. If you ever have any questions about this topic or need to talk about your estate planning needs, you can schedule a time to talk with me over the phone for free by going to myestatemeeting.com. Okay, let's talk about why it's a mistake for parents to name guardians for their minor kids and not give clear instructions to the guardians and caregivers on what to do if you're no longer around. Let me illustrate this with a story. Mom and Dad planned a date night to have dinner together and hired a babysitter to watch over their minor children at the home. Later that night, they finish dinner and head back to their house when they are T-boned by a semi-truck driven by a drunk driver, which killed them both instantly. So the police eventually show up to Mom and Dad's home to deliver the tragic news about Mom and Dad's accident. The babysitter answers the door and doesn't know what to do, and no one can find Mom and Dad's will to determine if long-term guardians have been nominated for the kids, and if so, where those guardians are even located. So now the police are forced to take the kids into the care of strangers at Child Protective Services until guardians can be located or nominated by a court. So now your small children find out that they have no parents, which fills them with shock and grief. But then your children find out that they will be taken into the back of a police car and delivered to strangers at Protective Services and potentially foster care in the era of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Now your children are not just grieving in shock. Now they're just terrified. Any loving parent would want to make sure that this would never happen to their children. And in order to prevent this from happening, there needs to be a document in the home that gives clear instructions to the babysitter caregiver that states, if something happens to us, here's what needs to happen to our kids, which includes the names of short-term guardians who can act as first responders to immediately come to the aid and care of the child in the immediate aftermath of a crisis where both Mom and Dad die suddenly so the kids will never be taken into the hands of strangers. And there needs to be instructions that names the long-term guardians who might live long distance. Now, finally, each of the short-term and long-term guardians needs instructions to be sent to them that outlines exactly what they need to do and how you'd like the kids to be raised when you're both not around. Hey, thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell next to it to be notified for new videos I post each week. And if you like it, then please hit the like button. And if you know someone that needs to hear this, please share it with them. If you have a question or comment, please leave it. And if you ever have any questions about this topic or need to talk about your estate planning needs, you can set up a time to talk with me over the phone for free by going to myestatemeeting.com. That's myestatemeeting.com. Again, this is Elliott Feldman, estate planning attorney at the Elliott Feldman Law Group, where we create estate plans that actually work when your loved ones need it most. Take care.